things are getting very, very interesting when it pertains to the character of Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super and his battle with Moto. Now, within the next couple of days or so, we're going to have the full manga come out for Dragon Ball Super, the newest chapter, but there's some really interesting things going on. So first and foremost, before I go any further, I just want to say that major credit goes to Cypher for translating this manga chapter images that we have coming out early before it comes out. But there's some interesting tidbits going around about Vegeta's battle with Moto and what's happening to Vegeta, a transformation both in the traditional sense and in the character sense in the upcoming manga chapter. Now, there were some really interesting, I guess you can call them leaks, that came out earlier today, way earlier, discussing like a whole bunch of stuff. Well, first and foremost, let me just say this. This video will have spoilers, so letting you know ahead of time now, before you read the manga, we're going to talk about it here, and we're going to discuss what's going on. But as I was saying, there was a whole bunch of stuff about how Goku was using the Dragon Balls to like lure Moto into like swallowing them or something like that, and that has not been confirmed. But we now have actual manga panels that actually give us an insight, a look into things coming up in this manga chapter. So now, one thing I want to say before we go any further, and Cypher right here even says, leaked super panels, put your rampant speculation hats on. That's what we're doing right here. So let's all put our rampant speculation hats on right now for the next, few minutes here as we talk about this. And remember, of course, leave your comments as far as what's going on with you. So there's a photo here of Vegeta, and it says, so what? You have some technique you've been holding back. So Vegeta's already inquiring about Moto's techniques in the manga. That presumably is early in the manga. Now, I want to talk about this right here. It says here from Cypher, I can't turn Super Saiyan. So this picture right here is Vegeta, and at some point, and please remember, these manga panels that are leaking are not in any kind of order. So this could be at the beginning, middle, or end of the chapter. We don't know. All we can do is speculate, which is what we're going to do here. Vegeta talks about how he is losing his ability to turn Super Saiyan. Now, there was a theory that had come out that NBA came up with that other people were discussing after him about the idea that Vegeta and Goku might end up losing God Ki in this arc. A lot of YouTubers covered this and articles did. And this is going a step beyond that, in that it looks like at some point Moto is going to prevent Vegeta from going Super Saiyan using his magic. Now, understand, it's not God Ki they're losing, it's the ability to even transform into the most basic transformation, which is, of course, the traditional golden-haired form. I don't think this is a permanent thing for obvious reasons. I think that they'll still be able to tap into this power afterward. But I think for this arc, to put heat on Moto and to make him a dangerous foe, they're going to do that. Now, we ain't done. There's more to come. So let's talk about this real quick here. This is from somebody in Japan here. We have this panel here of Moto going face to face with Vegeta and him having a somewhat concerned look on his face. And here we have Vegeta talking to himself, frustrated at something. And then we have a statement here. Now, Cypher translates this as, it's useless. You can't even lay a finger on me. Of course, he's talking about Moto. So Vegeta at some point is unable to connect on Moto, which tells me that even his ability to use his God Ki is not going to work on Moto at some point. So Moto is now going serious, which we talked about. And Vegeta says here, damn, as long as I can't get close to him, there's no way I can capture him. So this right here is this shot. So I don't know if they actually mean literally capture Moto, like the demon containment wave or something like that, or if they mean more so connect, because it looks like Moto is too fast for Vegeta. So no matter what, Moto might have speed on his side. And then the final translation says, to be perfectly honest, I've lost. I don't have any more power-ups left beyond this. And that's something that Moto apparently tells Vegeta, that he's lost and he has no more power-ups. So it's weird, though. It looks like, I'm not sure if Cypher is translating what Vegeta says or what Moto says. Vegeta says something here, and then Moto says something here. But I do believe it's what Moto says. So the trump cards are up. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. He actually goes into it in the next tweet. My bad. So in tweet number 3, or in picture number 3, Vegeta says he's out of transformation. So blue is apparently the max he can go. But we're going to talk about something else he does here in just a moment. And then Moro says, according to Cypher, ha ha ha, begging for your life, the Galactic Patrol truly has lost its luster. That is what Moro says. So Moro is going to beat Vegeta in one way or another, defeat him in battle, presumably speaking, unless this is a big red herring and there's, Vegeta's actually not being fully honest at some point here in this chapter. But we ain't done. We ain't done. Here's another shot of Moro and Vegeta. This is all early leaks. We're going to get the full manga chapter on Viz, probably, like I said, within a day or two. I don't remember the exact date. It might not be for a couple days, but we're getting early leaks here. And here's some more stuff right here. So Cypher writes, you're holding your true goal from us, right? Did Vegeta power up again? So this is interesting. So Vegeta's over here kind of smirking at him, saying, okay, so you're holding back your power. And then this dude's saying, did Vegeta power up again? And then we have Vegeta powering up into a form that looks like a version of the Kaioken. This is not Blue Evolution to my knowledge. Now, it could be Toyotaro's manga interpretation of Blue Evolution, or it could be Vegeta's version of the Kaioken. In fact, back in the day, when I was first getting into Dragon Ball, there was a lot of talk that Vegeta's power-up when he first fought Goku on Earth, when he turned yellow. Remember how he had that yellow aura, his eyes turned white? That was like his version of Kaioken called the Erito, or the Elite form. Now that's something that I heard way back, but nobody's ever talked about it since then, so I just took it as just fan-made garbage. But it looks like now Vegeta may have something that's close to or the equivalent of Kaioken, or a manga version of Blue Evolution. Again, I'm waiting for the actual entire manga chapter to come out before I actually tell you what it is, and before we find out what it is. But it's good to see already that Vegeta has some kind. Look how awesome it looks with the way that, we got to give Totaro credit here when it comes to the art. The flames around Vegeta, this looks extremely awesome. And I am excited to have Vegeta using a power-up. I've said before that I think these guys have too many transformations as it is. There's too many transformations in Dragon Ball, but for these characters, for Goku and Vegeta. But if Vegeta can figure out his own way outside of Ultra Instinct or Evolution to power himself up, I like that. And I think that we may see that here. In fact, the commentary, now what Cypher's talking about is what this actual user, Suisoki Raki, says. He writes, Vegeta goes from Super Saiyan Blue, which he'd be hiding, and even further beyond with an effect that almost looks like Goku's Blue Kaioken. So even the guy who tweeted out these early manga leaks, even he's saying it looks like Kaioken. So that's interesting. And then we find out that Vegeta's new form allows him to overcome even Moro's magic. Can Moro win? So here we have some pretty cool. First of all, I got to give Totaro credit again for this art. Look at the way he's got like the flames and kind of the very colorful look. Vegeta looks like he's doing his version of the Kaioken. I mean, it's right there. We've never seen this kind of power up from Vegeta before. And it looks like even Moro's magic that he's using on Vegeta can be overcome by sheer will, by the sheer will of this power. And I like how, if you notice how this looks with kind of the wavy effects and whatnot, Moro's doing the best he can with his magic, but it's just not enough. So let's see if there's actually more here. Okay, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, he overcomes his magic. Yep, that's pretty much all the leaks. So early leaks on this manga chapter, Vegeta has a new transformation or a new power-up that resembles the Kaioken Blue. In fact, like I said, if you really look at it, let me show you guys one more time. I want to give you all a really good look at this. Of course, you can also follow Cypher over on Twitter, and he's always translating stuff for us. Herms is on a hiatus for now. He's taking a break from Dragon Ball, so Cypher and Stacy and Sebs are also doing translations for us. So, I mean, I thank them for that, and I thank Cypher for putting this information out there. But anyways, here's a really good look at it. I'm probably going to use this as a thumbnail for the video. Maybe I'll put an arrow going to it because, it's fun to do that, just to kind of wink at YouTube. But, I mean, it's worth looking at. Like, it's worth looking at this image because it's definitely something new for Vegeta. So I want to know in the comments section, looking at these early releases, is this Vegeta's version of the Kaioken? Is this a new technique? Is it the manga version of Blue Evolution, or is it something totally new and totally different? What is going on with Vegeta? I want to know in the comment section right now what you think and where this is going. Do you think Vegeta will actually beat Moto, or will it be like many of the other fights where, like with Hit and, you know, other people in Dragon Ball, where Vegeta tries his best, loses, and then Goku has to step up? Because we have not seen the Goku fight. Those leaks that we got earlier of Goku summoning the dragon and like offering up the Dragon Balls to Moto, there's nothing that we've seen at all about it. So it looks to be a hoax. This is legit because you see it right here in front of your own eyes. You see the actual art. It happens, you know, it happens. But let me know what you think. Thank you again. I appreciate y'all as always. Thanks, of course, for your support as always. Love you guys. And remember, if you're having a great day, tomorrow will be better because bad times don't last. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.